Findings for the month of July show Korea's inflation holding steady within the 2% range, but concerns remain over high prices of oil and fruits. Hye-ryeon reports.
Consumer prices in South Korea are beginning to stabilize, with inflation hovering in the 2% range for 4 months straight. Data from Statistics Korea on Friday showed that the country's consumer price index, a key gauge of inflation, rose 2.6% in July compared to the same month the year before. Core inflation, excluding volatile food and energy prices, came to 2.2%, while the index measuring 144 daily necessities rose 3%. Compared to the month before, the consumer price index was higher last month than in June, but core inflation remained the same as prices of petroleum jumped. In July, oil prices rose by 8.4% year-on-year, which is the biggest hike seen in nearly 2 years. A spokesperson from the agency attributed this to several factors.
Oil prices increased as a result of the fuel tax cuts being scaled back and global crude oil prices rising. The base effect of low oil prices last year could also have had an effect.
Prices of fresh produce continue to climb, particularly for fruit and vegetables, as a result of poor weather conditions such as the heavy rain affecting yields. The price of pears saw the biggest growth ever recorded as it surged by more than 150% year-on-year. Vegetables such as lettuce, spinach and cabbage saw sharp gains on month, prompting the Agricultural Ministry to respond with urgent measures. Speaking at a meeting to discuss these latest figures, the Vice Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs pledged to monitor the situation closely and strengthen on-site communication. The government has been supplying the market with up to 200 tons of cabbage per day since July 3rd, and plans to increase this to 250 tons by mid to late August to stabilize supply and demand. The senior presidential secretary for economic affairs also gave a briefing on Friday afternoon, stating that the government will do its utmost to stabilize prices and that it expects inflation to plateau in the low to mid 2% range from this month. Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.